It's Dave and Evelyn from the Camera Store, and today we're giving you our first impressions of the Tamron
28-300 f4 to 7.1. All right, so this is exciting because we have a brand new lens, and I'm always excited to get new products. So this is the Tamron 28-300 f4 to 7.1 Di3 VC VXD.
Is that it?
That's it. That's all there is. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a 28-300mm range. That's a huge range. In fact, it's 10.7 times zoom, which is very cool to have that kind of opportunity because it means that you can go out with one body, one lens, and have a good chance of capturing just about everything from landscapes to more sports and action, being able to bring some wildlife in even. It's really versatile, and it's great to have this functionality. When it comes to the autofocus of this lens, it does use the VXD motors, which are linear, which allows it to acquire focus very quickly. Take a look at this. It shows how quick it can acquire focus from min to max.
As Dave mentioned, this is a very versatile focal length. We have 28-300mm, giving you a ton of range, and it comes in this really compact package. It's only about 5 inches and weighs 610 grams with a 67mm filter thread. So to give you an idea, we have it on the Sony a7 IV body today, and this feels really balanced, but you're getting a ton of reach and still have that nice wide angle for a lot of different shots, a lot of different scenarios. So it's a really good kind of grab and go everyday type of lens. Now on the external controls of this lens, we do have one focus hold button and we have a lock switch. So those are really handy. We don't have something like a declickable or clickable aperture ring. It just has the smooth focus ring and the zoom. That's it. On the front of the lens, you can see that it has the hood that it includes. It has some weather sealing and then some nice coatings on the front of the lens to prevent things like flaring, ghosting, and we'll get into all of that when we get into image quality and performance.
Well, we doused ourselves in bug spray, but it's mostly doing a good job, and I think I missed a spot. Now, when it comes to designing a lens like this, it's a big challenge for the optical engineers to put together. In fact, there's 20 different elements in this lens and 13 different groups to give the best performance it can through that entire range. Now, it is weakest at 28mm, but in the center you can expect some pretty decent results. Take a look at this shot here of this wall. You see that 28mm in the center, it's pretty decent, but if we go up to the corners, we see that it certainly weakens up a little bit. Stop it down. Improved results, but it's still not perfect in the corner at 28. So lenses like this, I like using 28. More on the rare occasion, I'd rather keep it in just a little bit. If you look at 35, you get much better results from corner to corner. Now at 300, we're going to use this lens quite a bit as well. The image quality is fairly good. Now the thing I don't talk about enough with lenses like this is how versatile they are when it comes to shooting macro. And this one has the ability to shoot about 7.5 inches away from the focal plane. And that means you can shoot as close as this and get some really good results. I mean, it's pretty impressive to have this, and it just adds to the flexibility of such a versatile lens. There's really nothing you can't capture effectively when you go out.
I have to say, Dave, that I'm impressed with the overall image quality of this lens. I think color and everything is looking quite good. We're not seeing any flaring issues or chromatic aberration. You know, as far as the bokeh goes, you have a little bit of that like soap bubble, kind of that busyness, onion ring type of effect. But for a lens like this, I'm not totally surprised.
Now, we have to keep in mind that I don't want to call it like lowered expectations when it comes to these super zooms, but they're not going to be as good as your higher end prime lenses, and there's just no way around that. So yeah, you have to be fair when you're doing a comparison with this lens. And how does it affect your functionality when you're walking around with this? It's kind of a guilty pleasure lens, I find, because I kind of have fun with it because I have one lens, one body. I can shoot just about everything with it, from basically macro all the way to a 300mm if I capture something a little further away. It's nice to have that flexibility.
Yeah, you can't really compare it to like something with like super shallow depth of field. You get that super zoom, you get some reach. So when you're like at the shore, you see like a doggo, you know, splashing in the water. You get some really nice shots that way.
It's like a purpose-built vacation lens. I've got one body, one lens. I'm having fun with the family, and I can capture everything pretty decent. Now there are some struggles. I mean, the aperture at f4 to 7.1 certainly has some struggles. We were at Folk Fest the other day, and we were shooting with this lens at night at the concert, and it possesses some challenges. My ISO was way out of control, but I had to do it to get anywhere close to the shutter speed needed to capture good images.
Yeah, any of that kind of action. The other thing that's interesting is that this lens would actually do quite well for video. It has very minimal focus breathing. Another great surprise. So definitely something to check out here. But of course, we want to know, what are your thoughts on this like all-purpose versatile lens for Sony E-mount full-frame cameras?
Are the sacrifices in image quality at 28 and the aperture worth it for this style of lens? Make sure you follow us both on Instagram.
And if you're new to our channel, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll catch you again very soon.
Hey, thanks for checking out this episode. If you want to check out more of our recent content, click up here. And if you're a Canadian, you want to support local, check out thecamerastore.com down here.